Picture this. You're sitting in a meeting with an idea that could transform your project. But as you prepare to speak, someone else jumps in. The moment passes. Your solution remains trapped in your mind. This happens countless times every day, in offices, classrooms, and boardrooms around the world. Great ideas go unshared, not because they aren't valuable, but because they never get the chance to be voiced. The tragedy isn't just that good ideas go unheard. It's that every unspoken idea represents a missed opportunity for growth, innovation, and positive change. Think about it. Many breakthroughs were once just an idea. So was every revolutionary app on your phone. Every world-changing innovation started as someone's thought that needed to be voiced. Your ideas deserve that same chance. Let's talk about what really happens when we stay silent. It's not just about one missed opportunity. It's about a cascade of consequences that affect both you and your entire organization. Many professionals have experienced this, and it's a lesson that can transform how we approach communication forever. Every time you hold back an idea, you're not just missing one opportunity. You're training yourself to doubt your insights, creating a pattern that gets harder to break over time. For example, a professional might spend years watching others get promoted, while their innovative solutions stay locked in their notes. Teams thrive on diverse perspectives. When voices go unheard, projects move slower, problems persist longer, and solutions become more expensive. Research shows that companies with cultures of open communication are more likely to innovate effectively. Think about that game-changing idea you had last month, the one you didn't share. How might it have transformed your team's current project? The frustration of having unutilized knowledge and insights doesn't just disappear, it compounds. It leads to decreased job satisfaction, lower engagement, and eventually, talent drain. Studies show that employees who feel their voices aren't heard are more likely to feel powerless and seek opportunities elsewhere. Many have seen entire departments transform their turnover rates simply by implementing better idea-sharing systems. Here's the most fascinating part. Silence has a snowball effect. When you don't speak up today, you're less likely to speak up tomorrow. But the reverse is also true. Each time you successfully share an idea, you build confidence for the next opportunity. It's like compound interest for your career. One successfully shared idea can lead to 5 more opportunities to contribute meaningfully. Now that we understand what's at stake, let's talk about the solution. Many have studied why some people consistently get their ideas heard, while others struggle. What has been discovered wasn't about being the loudest or most charismatic. It was about following a specific framework that anyone can learn. This framework has helped thousands of professionals, from introverted engineers to creative designers, transform how they communicate their ideas. What you're about to learn isn't just another set of communication tips. It's a battle-tested system that works in any professional setting, whether you're in a one-on-one meeting or presenting to a board of directors. We'll break down each step, examine examples, and give you practical tools you can use immediately. The best part, you don't need to change your personality or become someone you're not. This framework works with your natural style, enhancing it rather than replacing it. The first step in getting your ideas heard isn't about what you say, it's about when you say it. Timing can make the difference between an idea that gets dismissed and one that gets implemented. Consider an example. A product designer trying to pitch a major improvement might struggle until they learn how to time their contributions effectively. On the left, we see the common timing mistakes that often derail great ideas. On the right, we have the strategic approaches that consistently lead to better reception and implementation of your suggestions. Waiting for the perfect moment often means missing opportunities. Recognizing good enough moments and acting on them is key. Speaking too early can make your solution seem premature or disconnected from the team's current focus, much like giving directions before someone realizes they're lost. Context matters. Sharing a long-term strategy during a crisis-focused meeting often means your idea won't get the attention it deserves. Conversations naturally have transition points where new ideas can be introduced smoothly. Missing these bridges can mean unnecessarily struggling to get your ideas across. The two-topic rule suggests waiting until at least 2 people have contributed to a discussion before sharing your perspective. This helps ensure the conversation has enough context to support your idea. Meeting transitions, like shifts between agenda items, create natural opportunities for new ideas to be introduced and considered. Creating momentum moments involves building small wins before introducing bigger ideas. Start with a relatable observation or question to pave the way for your main point. Building on others' contributions shows active listening and transforms your idea into part of a collaborative effort, increasing its acceptance. The second step in our framework is what we call the power package, a method for structuring your ideas so they resonate with your audience. This approach can help professionals in various fields present their initiatives effectively, increasing the likelihood of success. Framing through the listener's lens means focusing on what matters most to your audience. For example, when proposing a new program, align it with their top priorities, such as reducing costs or improving efficiency. Research shows that ideas tailored to the listener's priorities are far more likely to be implemented. Combining storytelling with data is a powerful way to make your point. Start with a brief, engaging story to illustrate the problem or opportunity, then reinforce it with specific metrics or evidence. This combination makes your idea both memorable and credible. The problem bridge solution technique ensures clarity. Describe the problem clearly, acknowledge efforts already in place, and position your solution as the logical next step. For instance, our current onboarding process helps us scale quickly, but engagement drops by 23% after week 3. Introducing interactive checkpoints can increase engagement by an estimated 40%. Clear next steps make all the difference. Without them, even great ideas can fade. For instance, instead of saying we should improve our feedback system, you could say, I've drafted a proposal outlining improvements. Well, could we schedule 15 minutes this week to review it? This transforms your idea into an actionable plan. The final step in our framework is the follow-through formula, ensuring your ideas don't just get heard, but also implemented. Many professionals have used this system to achieve lasting impact in their organizations. A visual reminder system helps maintain momentum. For example, a team might use a shared dashboard or a physical board to track progress on ideas, ensuring they stay visible and prioritized. Systems like these significantly increase implementation rates. Building an ally network means creating a support system for your ideas. Start with advocates who can promote the idea, experts who can refine it, and implementers who can execute it. Informal conversations can help build this network organically. Implementation milestones break your idea into smaller, manageable goals. This makes big projects less overwhelming and provides regular checkpoints for gathering feedback and demonstrating progress. Setting clear, measurable milestones helps keep the momentum going. Documenting and sharing progress creates accountability and demonstrates value. For instance, regular updates highlighting achievements, challenges, and next steps can keep stakeholders engaged and invested in your idea's success. Let's pause and test your understanding. Based on everything we've covered about timing, packaging, and follow-through, which approach creates the strongest connection and drives action when presenting to leadership? Starting with technical specifications may seem thorough, but it can lose your audience before the value of your idea is established. Technical details are more impactful as supporting points, not as the lead. Beginning with a compelling story and supporting it with data is effective because it appeals to both emotional and logical processing. For instance, when pitching a new strategy, starting with a story about a relatable challenge followed by supporting data can make the case far more persuasive. Listing all possible benefits can overwhelm your audience, diluting your message. Focused and relevant benefits tied directly to their priorities are far more effective. Waiting for someone else to raise a similar point might feel safer, but it risks losing your unique perspective or letting others take credit for ideas you could have contributed. The most effective approach is beginning with a story and following it with data. This combination captures attention, builds emotional engagement, and validates your idea with logical evidence. Use this structure. Open with a short, relatable story, highlight key data points, and conclude with a clear, actionable recommendation. Understanding and articulating why your idea matters is key to getting it heard. Connect your suggestion to core organizational values or strategic goals. For example, reframing a user experience improvement as a way to enhance customer retention ties it to long-term business success. Always ask, how does this align with the larger mission? What fundamental problems does it address? This clarity transforms your idea from a simple suggestion into a mission-critical initiative. Building a compelling case involves more than presenting data. It requires curating evidence that tells a clear story. Use a narrative approach. Outline the current situation with baseline data, highlight gaps or opportunities, and demonstrate the potential impact with projections or examples. For instance, presenting results from a small-scale test can help illustrate broader potential success. Clarity in action. Steps differentiates ideas that move forward from those that stall. Break down implementation into manageable phases, clearly defining responsibilities and timelines. A simple one-page summary with the first 3 steps needed to move forward can make it easier for stakeholders to commit. Maintaining momentum requires consistent follow-up. Develop a system for tracking progress and sharing updates that keeps stakeholders engaged. One effective method is the 3-3-3 approach. Share 3 achievements, 3 challenges, and 3 next steps in regular updates. This keeps your idea visible, demonstrates commitment, and ensures steady progress. Before wrapping up, let's address critical mistakes that can derail even the best ideas. Avoiding these pitfalls and applying corresponding strategies can greatly improve how your ideas are received. The difference between ideas that falter and those that succeed often comes down to subtle but impactful adjustments in presentation. Each common mistake has a corresponding strategy that can turn things around. Apologetic language, such as "I just thought" or "this might not be relevant," undermines your credibility. Replace these phrases with more assertive language to communicate confidence. Information overload or sharing too many details can overwhelm your audience. This makes it harder for them to focus on your core message. An unclear value proposition often results from explaining how something works before establishing why it matters. Highlight the benefits first to capture interest. Without specific examples, your ideas may seem abstract. Decision-makers need practical illustrations to envision how your idea will work in real-world scenarios. Confident communication starts with direct, assured phrasing. For example, instead of saying, "I think this could work," say, "Based on analysis, this approach is effective." Curating focused information means presenting only the most relevant points first. Expand on details based on the audience's interest and questions. Value-first presentation involves leading with benefits and connecting your idea to the organization's priorities. For example, highlight how it will save time or resources up front. Story-driven examples make your ideas relatable and actionable. Use concise, vivid stories to illustrate both the problem and your solution. As we conclude, remember this powerful truth. Every moment is an opportunity to share your unique perspective and make an impact. These aren't just chances to be heard, they are opportunities to contribute to something larger than yourself. Think about the ideas you've held back and the possibilities they could have unlocked. Each one represents both a personal opportunity and a chance to drive meaningful change. Unspoken ideas are more than just missed personal opportunities. They are also collective losses. When you don't share your thoughts, you withhold potential solutions that could benefit others. Consider this. Every significant improvement, innovation, or breakthrough began with someone choosing to share their insights. The strategies we've discussed are tools to ensure your voice is part of the conversations shaping the future. As you move forward, I encourage you to take one idea you've been holding back and use these techniques to share it. Your perspective could be the catalyst for progress and transformation.